Welcome to the second ever live stream on this channel. Don't really do live streams, but wanted to do an experiment. So, can you gentlemen hear me? Can you hear me, Pablo? Good, good. So as you can see, I've got my crown on, and Captain Crunch is here. He's got his poopy diaper that he hates. He really hates it. What do you got for me, Scott? That's a good question. So I'm wearing this crown because I'm going to use it as a prop tomorrow for a little thing I'm going to shoot. I'm going to go to my buddy Tim's house from Jarek Media, and then what we're going to do is we're going to film a sequence, and then his friend's going to wear the crown, and it won't take long. And here's another prop that you can see for the shoot. It's his flag that he's going to stamp down. Put his flag on. So here's a special preview. So I figured, since this is a Game of Thrones themed stream, then why not try and, make it a little bit more themed other than me sitting in this room. Try and make it a little bit more special. Scott, this is Pablo. Pablo, Scott. I think Pablo, I was telling you Scott was having an issue with the Bountey website where it would just keep not loading. So if you want to ask him troubleshooting questions for the hell of it, we can do that and see if anyone shows up. Because sadly, this is a live stream, which means that, you got to at least give it 45 minutes to an hour to see if anyone comes on YouTube and goes in and comes in and see if anyone else shows in the chat. So sadly, I got to stick here at least an hour. But, now is a great time to troubleshoot since I have you both within the same space. The reason why we couldn't do it last time, though, was because, old Scott here needs to go to sleep. And, he's a nice guy, but he's not so nice that he's going to, put off his work sleep to help you out. It was asking a lot. But, since we're here, God damn it, Scott. Refresh your thing. I'm still here. Pablo, you can see me, right? Blame your internet. Okay. Yeah, Pablo, you might want to can you still see me? Is my stream still working? It's working for you? Oh, man. Scott's telling me. Yeah, there you go. Gotta close your browsers or, make your internet better. But since you two are the only ones here as of right now, as far as I know, until someone else talks. So the issue that Scott was having, I sent you the screen grabs, Pablo, where he I don't know if you have enough bandwidth on your laptop to open it up, see if the Bountey page loads up, or if it's still the same thing where it's like the spinning circle that just goes on forever. Where that was sort of the main thing that happened. Captain Crunch, what do you think? What do you think, Captain Crunch? You just want to get rid of your flight suit, don't you? You hate this flight suit. Yeah, Pablo, what information can you get? Like the other guy you had me speak to said he should go to his control panel or something to look in his browser, because it worked fine for me and obviously it works for you guys. But I didn't have anyone else around that I could ask to try it out. So, I didn't have many other people to troubleshoot it with. But, since I've got you two in this room, as we wait see if anyone else shows up. Interesting. So it still isn't loading up for him. And Scott, I think, is using like you're using Windows 10, right? Like basically a PC laptop, Windows laptop. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Whatchamacallit, the good old Scott isn't on Discord. But there you go. He's got Windows 8. Oh, man, I'm surprised that you didn't get the mandatory Windows 10 upgrade that they forced on everyone, which I've gotten used to now. You all right, Captain? You all right? I'm a little worried about your little toesy. This little toe here. I'm going to take you to the bird vet and see what he has to say about it. Oh, you had to pay for it, Pablo? That sucks. Anyone else in here besides Pablo and Scott? Anyone who is just lurking, let yourself be known. Because basically, the reason why I've got this thing on, and the reason why I'm here with Pablo, the CEO of Bountey, is because I want to ask you what would take you to submit to the Lobster Magnet Bountey page. Because unfortunately, the Bountey page has not been very successful, or at least not as successful as I'd like. And I want to figure out what I can do to make it worthwhile for you. That's the Bountey page. Oh, god dang it. The one lurker disappeared. Because I know there's two people, Pablo and Scott, but the third person, maybe there's a third person. Who else is in here? Come on, let's go with someone else here. In this live streaming, the future of YouTube. Well, it's just going to be an hour of me and Captain Crunch, and Captain Crunch is flying around, and Captain Crunch is not a happy camper because he is in his flight suit, and his flight suit is not great. Come on, Captain Crunch, come on. I know you don't like it, but this is good for me because it means you don't poop everywhere, which is easier for me to take you places. What do you mean? Like all the time, or just wherever I take him, or the next time I see you, I force him to wear the flight suit that he hates? Well, tell me though, I got him a new flight suit that wasn't as chewed up. Oh, Captain. Come on. The flight suit. It was so fun. We took you to a bar. Remember how much fun we had at the bar? And we got Asterios Kokonos to, on our slow quest to turn him into a crazy bird person. Only the iron mask is the flight suit. All right. Hey, Schizo Warrior. So first, we got the first non-person here. So Schizo Warrior. I think how it works is you set up an account and then you donate whatever you like. So right now I've got it set up so in the upcoming video you can have your name featured, or you can have a personalized shout out. I'm planning to shoot something tomorrow where the people who donate could be featured in the first video, which is the Cersei video. So Schizo, you got the CEO of the company, Pablo, here, who will answer all your questions. But I think you just sign in and fill out the information. Hi, Roman Toke. All right, we're getting people here. Fantastic. Little by little. Nice thing. Nice to see you here. So Schizo and Roman Take, now that I have an audience, isn't just Pablo and Scott, who are the people who I guilted into this. So the reason why I'm doing this live stream is, as you might have seen in the last two videos, I have a special thing called Bountey. Now, basically, Bountey is like a new crowdfunding platform, and the CEO is here, Pablo Eder. I hope I'm saying it right. And he is here to answer any of your questions because so far I haven't been very successful on it. And, because Pablo's treating me so well, I want to go the extra mile to figure out what we can do to make this work. What is it good for you? What problems do you have with the website? What would be a good reward? Because basically the idea of bounty is like, it's like video game bounties. It's like, oh, I'm going to go put my, award. Like, for an example, I could put up a reward like, I'm going to make a video where I, throw Captain Crunch at people in the park. And, you could put up a bounty for that for $20. And if I do that, then I accept the award and I give you that video for $20. Obviously, that's not the kind of content I generally do, but that's a sort of example of like how it could work. So anyone else who is here who has questions about bounty and what we can do to accept some live bounties, because right now I've got like the 4 Game of Thrones videos. I've got 3 bounty levels, a $1 level, a $5 level, and a $10 level. And the whole idea is like, have you have some sort of interactive component in the video at the end of it. And what I want to do is I want to tell a story about, oh my God, bounty is the best thing ever. Don't we love bounty? And how it's the kingdom of bounty that's going to go against the crowdfunding world and the people of Patreon. That's the sort of meta narrative I want to make. So the question is, what can we do to make it worthwhile for you to throw some money at it, or whatever you feel like crowdfunding? And I know crowdfunding is like difficult to ask for, especially since I'm not the biggest YouTuber. I'm like still in the low pantheon. And if you look at my stats, they have not been good for the past month or two. But I'm always looking for ways to turn this into a full-time thing. I would love to have a very modest living, basically making videos for people like you out there. So the question is, which one of you would like? What do you want to see out of bounty? Let me know. That is the whole purpose of this live stream, for me to sit around for a couple hours, see how many of you I can convince to become a part of it. So, any takers out there who want to learn more about bounty, or tell me what you would like to see in my bounty? What would make you contribute? Anyone? Roman Toke, Schizo Warrior? Captain Crunch? Yeah. Well, at least, is this worth it while for you, Scott, to see Captain Crunch look miserable in his flight suit? I mean, I could, but one, I don't think I would do that kind of content. I mean, hypothetically, you could put like a $500 bounty and say, like, make a video of you assaulting a KKK or Afrocentrist or whatever. But one, that would probably get me an assault charge. 2, I don't even know where I would find a KKK member, since, they're not really super present on the East Coast where I live. So, like, I don't even know if I could do a Black Klansman, but I want to come up with something that's a little bit more reasonable for the video essays that I do, which are usually a little bit more thoughtful than the sort of like, oh, I'm a mad jackass idiot. Look at me. I'm going to hit myself with a nail in the head. If nothing else, we've made Scott's night because Captain Crunches his diaper. But, I'm curious. Are any of you guys having difficulty with entering in the bounty site? Scott said he had a little bit of trouble, and I'm curious if that same sort of trouble has been replicated by any of you. Does it work for you? And is there something legal on bounty that would make it worth your while? That is not super edgelordy. No, use the N words in this realm. And here is my nice thing, my nice sign that I'm going to use for my video tomorrow. That's a good question. I like turtles better than fish. I mean, I used to be a big turtle guy. I love turtles. Turtles are great. But then I kind of switched to liking parrots. As you can see, Captain Crunch here. He's my mate. He's my best guy. He's my little daemon, my little companion, the little representation of my. And you can see he hates his flight suit right now. He just hates it. But you know, it means one, I can like control him a little bit better, and it also means he doesn't poop. Schizo Warrior asked me do I like turtles or fish? And I said I like turtles because turtles are, they're cool animals. Not as cool as birds, as parrots, but they're appealing. God dang it, Captain Crunch! I have to get you another one because you've torn this one up so well. That's a good question. I mean, yes, I am a human. I am a human. Ilvark 2K. Cryptozoology is fun because the fantasy behind it is, we live in this world and it's kind of a dull world. All the coolest animals are all dead. All the dinosaurs are dead. It's fun to imagine that like something fantastical exists off in the fringes. So, the cryptozoology shows are fun to see, oh my God, maybe they'll find Bigfoot this time. Maybe they'll find the Loch Ness Monster. They're of course a scam, but that's the fun. No, I have a face. I have a face. If you go to my second, thank you, Lark 2K. I usually use an avatar, but on my second channel, you can see my face all the time. But all right, so Ilvatar 2K, since I got you involved here, the reason why I'm doing this live stream is I've got this thing called Bountey, and the CEO of Bountey is here right now. I'm here to ask you, what can I do to make Bountey worthwhile for you? I would love it if you could give $1 to the Cersei video, and then maybe I could include your name, or you could come up with a night name, assuming you're still around, because I want to figure out a way to make bounties worthwhile for you. Oh, God damn it. Did I just lose everyone? I think I lost everyone. Oh, now I've got 5 people. God damn it. Well, anyone who was there, let me know something reasonable. Yeah, all right, so you're still there. So Bountey is a new crowdfunding site. I don't know if you saw my last 2 videos. I talked about it a little bit, where it's kind of like an alternative to Patreon, where basically, you put up you could put up a bounty, or you can put money on a bounty that I put up. And, you can either suggest content for me to make, and then I accept it and I make the content and then I get paid, or you can contribute money to a bounty that I set up for a project that I want to do as a way to support it. So I've got 4 Game of Thrones videos that are going to come out. I'm going to try and do 6, 1 for each episode of the new season. That's my goal. That's what I'm gunning for, but I've got a lot of work to pull that off. 2 are pretty much done. So the question is, if you go to the bounty page, which is right here, I'll put it in the chat. You can see the upcoming videos. And basically what I'm trying to do is I'd like to do a segment at the end where I'll have oh, you're pledging support, and Ilvark 2K, sir of House blah blah blah, is pledging his sword to the bounty page. And I'd like to include a segment of that for the upcoming video. But I need participation. I need people to contribute bounties. Try and get into the system. Give it a try. See how it works. Yada, yada. So that's why I'm here. That's why you're there. To hopefully make that work. Captain Crunch, come on. Come on. Yeah, I know you don't like the... Yeah, this top quality live stream. There's a reason why I don't do live streams that often. Top quality content. Come on. Oh my god. Yeah, there's another reason why I don't do live streams. Because of the goddamn lights in the... One second. This is top quality entertainment. I cannot wait. This is a fun live stream. Fun for the whole family. Actually, why do I even have these? I don't even need them. No one's talking to me. This is dumb. All right. Anyone else in the chat room? Come on, Cap. Just stay down here. Yeah, maybe the next time I do this, I'll try and drag you or Greg so I can have someone to like talk to like sit around. I mean, there are people who make entire careers of just like sitting around with live streams, just chatting with people. But that's, you can see with how well this one's going, all the reasons why, I haven't really pursued that. Or at least not super aggressively. Anyone else in the chat room who wants to talk and say anything or have any questions about Bountey? Bountey. Come on, Captain Crunch. All right, let's see if we can get you to talk. Hello, Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch. Hello, Captain Crunch. Hello, Captain Crunch. Hello, Captain Crunch. Hello, Captain. He's not talking. He just wants to get out of his flight suit. He hates it so goddamn much. Well, you know what? While we're waiting for someone to chat and so I can try and pitch the Bountey, let me tell you about something I'm thinking about doing. I got 2 tickets to go to the 22-hour, the 22 marathon, Marvel movie marathon before Endgame. It's going to be crazy. It's at the Alamo Draft House, but I'm wondering if I'm going to return the tickets because, they're expensive. And 2, I don't know if it's a smart idea to take off 3 days from work just to go see a bunch of movies that I've already seen before, to see Endgame and spend like $100 on overpriced food. As fun of an experience as it would be, and as much as I would enjoy the insanity of sitting in a movie theater for pretty much 3 days. Yeah, it's like 72 hours. Yeah, it's a 56-hour movie marathon. I think it's all going to depend upon whether or not Jimmy goes through with it, since he's the one I'm supposed to do it with. But if he bails on me, then I'm going to probably return those fucking tickets. Because as fun as it would be, better to probably smarter not to do it. Yeah. You can sleep through Thor, Iron Man 2, Ant-Man, and the Ant-Man and the Wasp. But yeah, I love the insanity of it, of like a freaking 72-hour movie marathon. I love the idea of they have unlimited popcorn. You get the popcorn and you can just have unlimited refills and unlimited soda and just gorging myself along with whatever special treats they have. Like what they do is they have the Hulk isn't that terrible. Everyone thinks the Hulk is super bad, but I think it's okay. It's not super great, but it's acceptably mediocre. It's like Iron Man 2, I think, is the worst movie of the MCU. Iron Man 2 and Ant-Man and the Wasp are like probably the two biggest, worst movies out of all of them, if you ask me. Well, they're mostly pretty decent. They're like mostly watchable. If Iron Man 2 is the worst you got, then that's a pretty good batting average. If the worst you got is like, forgettable and mildly pleasant, then you can't do much better than that. Well, apparently Captain Marvel made $1 billion, which was amazing because that movie was very, very aggressively mediocre. Very mediocre. Yeah, it varies. Some are like better than that. Like, I'm trying to think. A lot of people really hate Thor in the Dark World, but I think that's not as bad as everyone likes to pretend it is. And they're all pretty watchable. Although it'd be more fun if there was like a few gaps I had in my history where I hadn't seen one. Because I remember when the first Avengers came out, I dragged Greg with me to go do like a Marvel movie marathon, which led up to the Avengers, and that was pretty great. We watched all the Phase 1 Marvel movies, but he hadn't seen Iron Man 2, so it was fun for him so he could finally see that terrible movie for the first time. But, DC still wishes they were like making Iron Man 2 level stuff. Anyone there who wants to talk about Bountey? Bountey. Ooh, wowee. What am I doing here? Anyone out there who wants to talk about the incredibleness that is Bountey? Anyone? This is your stage to talk to a live human being. Yeah. At least now I know how to do live streams. But as far as live streams go, this is pretty terrible. Oh, yeah, exactly. Interdimensional cable from Rick and Morty. Captain Crunch is working so hard on destroying his flight suit. Yes, you can interact with me, and the pleasure of interacting with me gives you a benefit that you would not get otherwise. It is like interdimensional cable, only you can poke a random guy who is spending his Saturday night trying to shill to you and have a discussion. Anyone there? It says there are only 2 people. People are coming in and out. Is there anyone else who wants to talk in the chat? Talk in the chat so we can talk. Anyone? Hey, Mike Cage. So Bountey, you want to know what Bountey is? Bountey is basically, it's like a new crowdfunding platform where the idea is like you place bounties or that you want to see for content that you want, or you contribute money to stuff that I want to do, and then you get some sort of cool incentive. So what would make it good for you to place a bounty, Mike? What would be good for you? You tell me. Maybe you can, but I don't know if I can through this. Ugh, let me see if I can share my screen. Let me see. Yeah, I think to do that, I'd have to set it up with OBS. That would be a little bit of a different setup, unfortunately. I don't think I can do it as is. I think I can just, for this setup, all I can use. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Basically, the way it works is, it's so new that it's not really defined, and that's half the reason why I'm here, is to talk with people like you and figure out what would work for you, what would be a good thing. Because, like, you could put up like a $5 bounty and say, "I want to see you make a video on Captain Marvel," and then I accept it and I make the video and I get the money. The way I'm trying to do it is, so, like, I could tell you the stuff that I want to make, and then I give you some sort of shout out or interactivity level in the video where I answer a question or do whatever, something that like makes you personally featured in the video. And like I could have different levels with that privilege, different things to like make it more engaging for you. So that's why we're here tonight, Mike. We are here because I have the creator, the founder of Bountey here to answer any of your questions, and we are here to see if we can figure out something that works for you, something that works for me, something that works for everyone. Instead of like relying on things like Patreon, which as has been shown, Patreon can be very unreliable. Patreon can screw you over or deplatform you. But Bountey's cool. Bountey's new, but it's not going to be cool new unless we get people like you who are interested in learning about it, trying it out, and figuring out a system. Because apparently there are a few Twitch streamers who've been like, all right, so apparently there's this guy who makes videos on barber equipment. And so what he does is he creates bounties on like different types of barber equipment that, people want him to review, and then they submit money, and then he buys the equipment and makes video reviews of it. I'm trying to figure out like a system that I can do that'll work like that. So that is what I'm looking to convey. So if there's anything that would be interesting to you, let me know. So let's keep the chat talking. And here are the motion sensitive lights that make this room really, really awful. Hi, Wings of Prophecy. Yes, the bearded beer fur is here. Ha 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 ha. And Captain Crunch as well in this awful live stream. What can I do for you, Wings of Prophecy? What's up? Can I explain to you the greatness of Bountey to you? Greetings, Wings of Prophecy. Okay, so Bountey is like a new crowdsourced platform, and basically the way it works is like I could put up stuff I want to make, and you can also put up challenges for me to do. They're like bounties, they're like quests. Think of it that way. It's like Borderland quests where you put up the quest, or I put up the quest, and you contribute money towards it, and you get the reward of the content you want to see, and I get the reward of the cash that you did it. So it's like an alternative to Patreon because, screw Patreon. So if you go to my page, you'll see I've got 4 upcoming videos. The first 2 are pretty much done. And, there's 2 more that's like one that's recorded and another one that I need to record and do some editing on. And, I'm going to try and do 6 videos for Game of Thrones. So Wings of Prophecy. The question is, what would be worthwhile for you to contribute $1 or $2 to Bountey? What kind of reward in the upcoming Game of Thrones video that I've made that I could do in the outro would make it worthwhile to you? Would it be like making up a pseudo story about how you, the king of the Wings of Prophecy, or basically making up a pseudo fanficky Lord of the Rings story? What can I do to make it good for you? That is what we are here for. And I think we lost Wings of Prophecy. Think the Night's King's pretty cool. I don't know if there's like much to say about the Night's King because the Night's King is sort of he's a cut and dry guy. Like there's rumors that he was originally a Stark guy in the books, but I think in the show he's just like the first guy who got turned into a White Walker, and now he wants to kill Bran because Bran probably is the only one who can stop him. And he also wants to kill all the living. So, the Night's King is very direct. You know exactly what he wants. Berserk Game of Thrones mashup. Okay. Is that what you want to do? What you want to see, Wings of Prophecy? So, okay. Here's what we'll do. If you go to Bountey, create one, and whatchamacallit, you create a bounty for like, I don't know, 15, $20. I will see if I can get in like a 5 to 6 minute video, something short about whatchamacallit, Berserk and Game of Thrones. Well, let's see if you actually do it. Because, Wings of Prophecy, we've got the CEO of Bountey right here, right now, with us to help you out. So go right there and make your own bounty. Put what you want on it, and I will accept it, and I will make the Game of Thrones prophecy. Yeah, you know what? I think I have an idea of how I can even incorporate it. But no. You got to do that shit now. You can't be like, maybe in the future, because I've been in sales. I know you could just like go away. I got to see that video. This is the whole point of this live stream. We got to do like real time stuff. We got to do the real time things. Oh God, you know what? I think I've got some ideas for like Wings of Prophecy. I think I've got a decent idea for a Berserk Game of Thrones mashup, but you gotta pledge your bounty to make it happen. Because if not, I'm not going to do it. But this is the beauty of bounty. You get to direct the content. I get to make it. Oh, come on. It's Saturday night. You are watching a man with a parrot and a crown sit around, beg, try and get you for his amusement. I want to see, what are you so busy with? I want to know, Mr. Wings Prophecy. I've been in telemarketing. I know every excuse in the book. What is your excuse for trying out bounty? What is holding you back from signing up for this incredible website? But if you do follow up with it, show me that you're real. Show me that it shows up on the site. I will do it. That is my word. Scott, do I usually follow through with my promises? I've known Scott for like over 10 years. No, even longer than that. Oh, thank you, Wings. Oh, that means so much to me. That's so nice to hear that you like, share the videos. And whatchamacallit, Pablo is also like, will be super excited if it's, you do it because, he's like trying to get this site done. But come on, Scott, if you're still in there, tell him I'm a very trustworthy guy. I'm like the most high integrity follow through guy you will ever meet. And Scott might not be in there anymore, but I am still here. All right. So since while we're here, we'll wait till either Wings of Prophecy makes a bounty or follow. All right. So Scott, tell him how trustworthy I am. At you've known me for like 13 years now, 13 years give or take, maybe a little bit longer. How trustworthy am I? I'd like to think I'm pretty trustworthy in following through with stuff. I am very trustworthy. What do you mean surprisingly? What is with that sense of doubt? You need to say that like I'm the most trustworthy. What do you mean surprisingly trustworthy? Like this face belies untrustworthiness. I am the most trustworthy. Okay, fair enough. Captain Crunch, what do you think? What do you think of this? Do you think this is trustworthy? Is it a trustworthy face? All right, so for your amusement, for live entertainment people, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to put Captain Crunch in my mouth to show you how much of our bond of trust between bird and man that we have. There we go. Look at that trust. It's like Ozzy Osbourne. Oh. It's funny that you should say that the consistent source of decent behavior as I'm like putting the bird in my mouth. It's fine. For you, I will do it again, Scott. Yeah, Captain Crunch, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Yeah, we'll get you out of the flight suit once we're done with this live stream. So we got one potential guy, the Wings of Prophecy, who might do it. We'll see. I'll keep on looking up the bounty page, and I will do it. I will give a very big shout out. But is there anyone else who wants to talk to me, this live human? Anyone else? Any other participants in here who want to talk about the bounties and wants to ask me a random question? But you know what I'm going to do after this? I'm going to make a cake because Passover is coming up. And on Passover, we Jews, we like to get rid of all of our chametz to replicate our ancestors who had to eat unleavened bread and matzah. So we've got these cake mixes, and I'm going to make some cake mix. Then I'm probably going to go watch something. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some cake mix. I'm going to go watch something. Oh, damn. God dang it. Thank you so much, Wings of Prophecy. But, God damn it. I'm really appreciative of you doing the super chat. You're like my second super chat ever. But, God damn it. Ah! That's not how bounty works. Oh, that's so nice of you, Wings of Prophecy. You're like, I didn't even expect to get a super chat. But the whole point of this stream is to... So, okay, it's Wings of Prophecy. Here's what I'm going to do for you. Because you gave the money via super chat. Which isn't what I wanted. But you did something. God damn it. Now I have to make it. All right, Wings. Thank you for that down payment. I will start writing that up immediately. But the thing that I really want you to do is go to Bountey and whatchamacallit. Go to the Bountey site and like, create an account and like, since you already put $10, if you want, just like create a bounty for the Wings, for the Berserk / for the Berserk Game of Thrones mashup and put like $10 in the bounty. Then I'll accept it just so, I want you to have the experience of making the bounty, and I want you to see what it's like. And I want to experience it as well. I want to accept the bounty. And what I'm going to do in the eventual Berserk video, I'm going to try and make just for you, is I'm going to say Wings of Prophecy got this bounty. And, basically, hey, Wings, hey, Pablo, okay, hopefully we see you in 15 minutes. So basically what I'm going to do is in the video, I'm going to say Wings of Prophecy got this video by commissioning it on bounty, blah, 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 blah. You can get your own bounty too. So come to my bounty page. It's awesome. So it's very important. If you wanted to only do $5 or $10 on bounty, that's fine. Your super chat is very much appreciated. And now it's gone from like, I'm not going to do that until I see the bounty to now, crap, Wings of Prophecy actually did it. So now I have to own up to my commitment and do something. It may not be a super long video, but because I have an itinerary of stuff I do want to cover, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it for you. I'm going to follow through. But yeah, it's important for good old Pablo that you try out the bounty, put in some gelt, some shekels, some USD in there. So, get the juices cranking and hopefully get other people to do bounties. Because, I think I would like to figure out a system that works, that's rewarding for people like you and, gives me extra money because, all the money I receive like from YouTube is basically going into a fund. And my big ambition is I'm going to buy a really cheap house. Oh, shit. Did you actually make a bounty? Well, as soon as you do Wings of Prophecy, I will make it worth your while. I already had a few ideas on how to do it, on something to do, a little bit of a mashup. All right. Yeah, definitely give it a try because I want to give you a big old shout out. And, I'm going to make it just for you because you were nice and you contributed money. But yeah, basically, the ambition I'd like to do is like all this money is going into like a safe account. And in my account, it's basically a savings account. And I'm really, really saving up so I can buy a cheap house in either Pennsylvania, maybe Philadelphia. There are a couple places I'm looking for. And the idea is like, I'm going to live this full time. Because, if you get a cheap enough house, you can like have a mortgage that's only like, $700, $800. And it's like, why pay like $1,200 or $1,500 for a house or for an apartment that you're basically throwing the money into the ground when you can pay like half of that and basically have a house that you're, paying to, own it yourself. So that's what I'm working toward. That's the dream, to like be able to afford, put it, get a house, move in, and then do this full time, just cranking out videos, creating the Lobster Studio, making content all the time, every day for people like you and keeping good stuff coming out. So that's why I need to figure out more consistent ways to monetize myself because, the algorithm, if it doesn't treat you well, then it doesn't treat you well and it just screws you over. So, and since Pablo has been super nice to me in terms of, treating me well through bounty, he's been very considerate. I'm, doing this live stream, doing this humiliating live stream, which I'm doing a very poor job of, doing a miserable job of a live stream. So, I can make it work out because, Pablo's a nice person and, people treat me well. I like to treat them well. So, but again, thank you for that super chat. I was not expecting that, but I look forward to seeing your bounty and I will see if I can, get it out in the time frame that's due. Yeah, because like Pablo's really nice to me, and ultimately I just want to like, I don't want to be like someone who's like, you have to give me $200,000. I need 6,000 Patreon followers so I can have $50,000 of income. While I'm also, gonna sell you merchandise, and I'm also gonna do lots of other stuff. I'm also gonna have sponsorships, and I'm gonna get Google ad rev money. I want to figure out a system that's like good for you, that respects you, and like allows me to like have a living. And the ultimate dream is to build a lifestyle where I can live comfortably for like, $1,500 to $2,000 a month. And that shouldn't be impossible. That shouldn't be impossible. So all this is an effort to building that, dream lifestyle where I can live very cheaply, make my money doing stuff I love, as opposed to like the 10 years of media that I've wasted doing production assistant work and getting nowhere, which is really super depressing. But yeah, I like making content. I like expressing myself, and I like trying new stuff and new and interesting things. So that's why I am here. That's why Pablo is here, and that is why Captain Crunch is like trying to, tear off his suit. Yeah, isn't that right, Captain Crunch? You're desperately trying to tear off your suit. You're desperately trying to do it. Yeah, boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Hi, Rhodes Vilbo. What's up? How you doing tonight? I am here to just talk to people like you. So, Rhodes Viblo, you want to hear about Bountey? Tell me what you want to hear about, or else I'm just going to rant about Marvel movies. All right, so I'm going to fill this dead space. But talking about Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. Nah, not yet. Not yet. I want to. I'll see it at some point. So, Rhodes, the reason why I'm here is tonight is a very special live stream where the CEO is hanging around of this place called Bountey. Now, Bountey, you can go check it out right here. Oh, screw it. 1 second. Where the way it works is you go there, and I have an upcoming video, and you can like send money to like, have your name featured in the video where I'm like, Rhodes Vilbo. Rhodes of House Vilbo pledged his sword to the House of Lobster of Magnet as he joined with the Kingdom of Bountey, for they were united in a new quest for internet monetization to ensure that things would go against the deplatforming of Article 13 sent by the continent of the EU, which seeks to restrict the internet and free speech and monetization, most importantly. So basically, if you go to Bountey, I'm here because I'm trying to get people like you to give Bountey a try, to throw like $1 or $2 at one of the upcoming videos, or maybe you can even create a bounty and I can accept it. And we even have the CEO, Pablo, who was here, to answer all your questions about Bountey, because we are hanging out just doing Bountey stuff. Talking about bounties, hanging out at bounties. I am resisting the urge to make a cake right now because I want to talk about Bountey and get people like you a part of Bountey, to get you to hang out. And that's the frustrating thing about live streaming, is that like if you don't have like a big audience, that whatchamacallit, you just got to keep doing it, and then you eventually build up an audience, and then hopefully they stick around, which sucks for me because I just want to go eat cake, make a cake for myself with coconut. I want to make a coconut cake, but I am here to explain Bountey for you, to explain what Bountey, how it works. And now it's dark because this freaking room is the worst. 1 second. All right, we were back. So if you're around and you want to hear about Bountey, you can talk to me, and I will talk to you about it. Let me know if I can explain the best parts of Bountey to you. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest old man in the world. I'm the Is there anyone here? Anyone there? Anyone who wants to sit in a chair? And I'm doing sing songs because I'm kind of bored. And I should have had Scott do something with me, because it would have been better to have him talk than just sit here. Or you know what? I should have gone to see Shazam. Shazam would have been fun. Shazam would have been a really fun video to watch and go see. But I did see, what was that video I saw? I saw Us. Us was an interesting movie. Us was a very interesting movie. I might eventually do something on Us, but I got to make all these videos first for the Game of Thrones. I got, and I also have to make another video. Oh God, I got to make so many videos, and I'm not even like writing the script. I'm running a panel at the end of the month at this place called the Castle Point Anime Convention, and that's another reason why I really shouldn't go to the Avengers Endgame Marathon, because I got to get this video done for the Castle Point Anime Convention. And I'm going to be absolutely screwed if I don't get it out in time. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Wings of Prophecy. Did you see the Aquaman one? That one, whatchamacallit? Well, that's the most successful video as well. I was pleased. I'm glad you liked that one so much. I hope Wings of Prophecy, I made a bunch of videos that were like more tailored to general superhero stuff. I hope you saw the Avengers Endgame one, just because I put a lot of effort into that one. I usually don't like doing like live action segments because they're a pain to organize, especially when you're just doing them on favors. So I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like the superhero bookie, because I put a lot of freaking effort into that one. And so far, that effort hasn't paid off. But, as long as somebody liked the live action segment, I hope it paid off. So I hope you saw that one, and I hope you liked the Aquaman, the sort of pseudo sequel to the DC, Dark Knight video. And hopefully these Game of Thrones videos will do well as well. That's what I'm hoping for, / fingers crossed. So Captain Crunch, what do you think? Are we going to get some more bounty people? Oh, you haven't seen them yet, Wings? Yeah, you should do like my most recent videos. Go to my front page, and if you check out my video essays playlist, you'll see them right up there if you haven't seen them yet. Especially watch the the Endgame one, or the Endgame one. I put a lot of time. Hell, if you got time now, what you should do is like just watch. Hey, Pablo's back. Hey, Pablo. So Pablo here is the CEO of Bountey. He's a whiz kid who wants to save creators from the horrors of demonetization. So if you have any questions, ask Pablo for your answers. But yeah, Wings, if you really want to do something, I'd highly recommend you go to the go watch the at least the first 2 minutes of the Endgame video, because there's a great sequence there that I put a lot of effort into, and I would love to get your live reaction, because that video I put a lot of time into it. And you know what? While we're here, while we're talking, let me tell you a story that almost happened. I almost got Aquaman himself to be in that video. I almost got Jason Momoa to be in the Avengers Endgame video. What happened was there's this guy that I work with. In fact, Scott knows him. This Hollywood guy, and he was working at Wizard World. And he, had a contact with like the talent person who knew Jason Momoa. And the whole thing is, he said if I could sell enough tickets via my affiliate link, he could ask his boss to ask Jason Momoa to do like a 10-second cameo at the end of the video. The cameo where Solid Snake is in right now. So I did that. I had that all set up. I had it all prepped up, ready to go. And I had all ready to go. But then he got fired from his position. And now here's what makes it even worse. He sent me the contact to tell me how many tickets I sold, because I worked my ass off to sell tickets. And he said if I could sell like 10, 15 tickets, it would have definitely happened. And I sold 20 freaking affiliate sales. I had 20 goddamn affiliate sales. But, because he's fired, it doesn't matter. I wasn't getting Aquaman anymore. So that was not going to happen, unfortunately. Sadly enough. But, I got Solid Snake, David Hyder. God damn it, Captain Crunch. So there is a celebrity cameo. Not as good as Aquaman, but, something also that's kind of a fun cameo for all you gamers out there. Gamers rise up. But I'll tell you this much. God damn it, Captain Crunch. Don't ruin your bird hemp. Now, if I don't get the $200 that they owe me in affiliate sales, then I'm going to make a video and I'm going to basically burn Wizard World because they're doing a pretty big fuck up. And I'm going to show them how big their fuck up is. And I'm basically going to incinerate them. It's going to be the biggest roasting takedown you ever seen. Super mega hyper salt time. It's going to be salt for days. Super salt for days. So anyone else there? Anyone else watching me in real time? Anyone else who is here who wants to chat about Bountey or anything else? I am here. This is the Bountey live stream. This is me with Captain Crunch. We are hanging out. Captain Crunch is in his flight suit, and he hates the flight suit. He hates it so much. He does not like it. But you can tell me what you like, and I can tell you about Bountey as we stand here waiting and hanging around. Anyone out there? All right, well, I'm waiting for someone to talk back. I'm going to tell you an interesting story about why I think Wizard World's going to be a complete disaster. So Wizard World has a con coming up called Wizard World Portland. No, they have a Ghostbusters fan festival. And the Ghostbusters fan festival is going to be kind of a disaster. Because basically it's a fan festival focusing on just like the old Ghostbusters 1 and 2. And, how much do you think it would cost to get into a Ghostbusters con? Ghostbusters is kind of a dead brand. So, maybe $60 for the weekend, maybe $100, that'd be pushing it. Well, the Ghostbusters fan festival is $500 per ticket to get into the Ghostbusters fan festival. $500, and Bill Murray isn't even going to be there. And the best part is that the Ghostbusters fan festival is that what they're going to do, and the funniest thing that they're going to do is that they don't have any acknowledgement of the female Ghostbusters. Now, from a branding standpoint, that's really bad. The female Ghostbusters movie wasn't great. It was pretty terrible. But, you should still acknowledge it as a part of the legacy. Don't just pretend it didn't happen. But that's what they're going to try and do. That's what it's looking like. That looks like a super dumb thing that's looks like it's going to happen. And yeah, so I'm basically going to mock them about how overpriced it is. So is there anyone else who is watching me right now, who is out there looking to see what is going on? Anyone? Or don't make me don't make me sing. You don't want to hear me sing, do you? Or delay me from cake, because that's what I really want to do. Is I want to go get some cake. I want to make myself some cake, some tasty cake, super tasty cake. Anyone else there want to see me eat some cake?